I started with a gospel coach literally just before the first lockdown started here in the UK. And as for all of us, the last 18 months have been remarkable, like nothing any of us have ever experienced. And certainly for me, being in a position of pastoral leadership with all of the changing, the many different pivots, we had to reorganize the church three distinctive ways over the last few months in order to comply with government regulations. Gospel coaching enabled me to stay steadfast ultimately in the gospel. The encouragement there was incredible to keep trusting in Jesus as our rock in uncertain times. But it also gave me a person to talk to outside of the immediate church context, outside the immediate anxieties and stresses that my particular church community are working through. It gave me someone to talk to who came with an objective perspective, who was able to talk about blind spots that I should pay attention to, that I couldn't necessarily see by myself. It was an opportunity to talk to a coach who would, through careful, sensitive, probing questions, enable me to get to decisions that would be impossible without someone to actually say, hey, let's not be reactive. Let's think about this through a gospel lens. Now, that's my experience, and I know it's been the repeated experience of everyone I know who's had a coach over the last 18 months. When I was hearing about gospel coaching and exploring gospel coaching for a UK context, even before the lockdown, I saw that this was essential to take what has been a momentous few years of growth in church planting expansion right across the UK, and for it to see roots put down to enable it to be not only a fast growing movement, but also sustainable for generations to come. With everything that's happened in the world for all of us, that need was great before and is now absolutely vital. We're losing pastors from pastoral ministry in the UK left, right, and centre. Our reserves of energy, of ideas are almost empty. But we know the Lord Jesus is faithful, and we're not asking for gospel coaches to fix that or to replenish something that we don't have, but actually point us to the riches of the Lord Jesus, in which we have everything we need. That is what a gospel coach does. And that sounds simplistic, but actually, in the chaos of the storm, that is precisely what we need. And actually, only a handful of us in the UK have access to that amazing gospel resource. And so I would say gospel coaching, in many ways, is the hope for the UK church, pointing us to Christ and helping us to keep fixed on him.